Hello, my name is Hans George Campbell. I'm out here in my shop today, and I thought we'd take a look inside this Macintosh IIci computer. I haven't done a Mac video in a while, so I thought tonight I'd do one. This computer is for sale, complete with the monitor that goes with it and the keyboard. And I'm selling it for only $800. But I thought I'd go ahead and make this video while I still have the computer in my possession. And also, the guy that's buying the computer from me, I'm going to give him the link to the video so he can watch the video and make sure he wants to buy it. But it's in pretty nice shape. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing tonight. We're going to take a peek inside this classic Macintosh IIci computer, and I'll talk a little bit about it. All right. The first thing we want to do is we want to remove this top cover, and you do that by lifting up on these flaps. You got to be very careful because this vintage plastic is very easily cracked or broken, especially these right here. So be really careful. See, it's got the shielding. It's like as a coating that's sprayed on the inside of this case. Yeah, so they don't really have to put a metal shielding in it. They just spray paint this metallized paint on the inside, and that's good enough for RF shielding. So yeah, there's that. Alright, so here's the computer inside. Let me get my pointer. As you can see, this computer is in really nice shape. This is basically a Mac II FX computer. The main difference between the two computers is that the Mac II FX has 6 slots, whereas this computer, the Macintosh IIci, it only has 3 slots. But it does have onboard video, as far as I know. I think this does have onboard video. The other difference is the Mac II FX has, I believe, a 40 megahertz 030 processor, 6030 processor, whereas this one is 25 megahertz. So yeah, it looks like it's soldered on, so it'd be very hard to upgrade that to 40 megahertz and change out the crystal. But it could be done. It could be done. Only 4 of the 8 SIM slots are filled. I'm not sure about the size of this hard drive right here. But okay. It looks like this is where you would solder on the math coprocessor chip right here. So that would be the other difference, because the Mac II FX has a math coprocessor soldered onto the board. So yeah, in order to convert this to Mac FX power, Mac II FX power, you'd have to unsolder this 25 megahertz chip and solder in the 40 megahertz chip, and then change out, I believe this is the crystal for it, and then solder in the math coprocessor, which is not that hard to do. It's not that hard to do. Actually, wait a moment. Wait just a moment. Let me get my magnifying goggles. I need to check something, because I might have mistaken. Okay. This here is the math chip. It's the 68882 math coprocessor. So I'm wondering where the 68030 chip is. I don't think it's that one. That's your VLSI chipset. So okay, let's start taking parts out of here. Yeah, let's start taking parts out. I think the power supply is the first thing that needs to be removed. Let me see. It's been a long time since I worked on one of these. Let's get this out. Ow, 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 I hit my head. Oh, come on. Ow, I hit my head. Yeah, I hit my fucking head on my camera. My camera boom. Oh, come on. Wow. Okay. I have to pull that out. I know that has to come out. It's been a long time since I worked. Okay, this one does have the screw. It does have the screw, which is good. Okay, will that come out? Let me see if it'll come out. Get a pair of tweezers here. Nope. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, man. Come on out of there. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, you fuck. Oh, it does want to come out. What the hell is going on with this? How long is that damn screw? Okay, it's out of there now. Yep, out of there now. Okay. So, this should come out. I think you have to... it's been a long time since I removed one of these. Okay, I think it... Wow. A long time since I removed one of these. This, I know, goes with the hard drive. Stays with the hard drive. God. Okay, so there's that. I gotta pull this damn SCSI cable out. It doesn't want to come out. Okay, so there's that. Okay, it's still underneath the camera. Yeah, still underneath the camera. Alright. Okay, let me try to pull the hard drive out. I think it just pulls out like that. Yeah. Okay, so there's the hard drive unit right there. It looks like it's an 80 megabyte hard drive. It is the original Apple product. Nice quantum. These older quantums are actually very nice. I don't think these quantums suffer from the rubber gasket problem of the rubber gaskets drying out like the newer quantum SCSI drives do. I think these older ones are a little bit better made. It is terminated right there. Termination resistors. Okay, so there's the hard drive. It's an 80 megabyte hard drive. I'm going to put it like this because that's how it goes back in. Okay, this should come out. I mean, will it come out? Okay. The only thing I hate about these old Macs, I don't like the way they're made. I actually don't like the way they're made. I don't like this toolless design. I never have. I've never liked this toolless design. Okay, let me get this out. I don't want this getting fucked up. I think that just comes up. That's the light pipe that the LED sticks in. I don't want anything to happen to that. I don't want it getting broken. So this should now come up. I mean, yeah, it should come up. Oh, come on, man. It should come up. Unless you have to move the power supply, remove the power supply first. You might have to remove the power supply first. Okay. So I think it just pulls up. Yeah, I think it just... Yeah, just... Oh, come on, Heather. Come on, Heather, you fuck. Oh, come on. I hate the way these are made. I really do hate the way these are made. This toolless design crap. I hate the way these are made. I don't like the way these are made. I never liked these Macs the way they're made. Oh my god, what the fuck? Why? Okay. Alrighty. There's a clip underneath. Okay, so just pull straight up like that. Straight up. And now let's get this back underneath the camera. So, yeah. This here is the original power supply. It appears to be in pretty good shape. If I kept this computer, I would definitely put in a new fan, ball bearing fan made in Japan. And I would recap this power supply. Yeah, I'd recap this power supply. But there's the connector that plugs into the motherboard right there. And the clip that clips this in, I think it clips in there, right there. But anyway, that's the power supply. Right there. That's the power supply. Make sure it's still under the camera. Okay. And then let's pull this out. Okay. So that's the power cable. I believe that's for the hard drive. And then we have the SCSI cable. And we have the disk drive. That's still in, the disk drive cable still in the, actually, okay, that's in the board. So the part that's got this thing here, this pull tab right here, that goes into the motherboard on both of these cables. Okay, so now we should be able to pull out, this out. Yeah. And the disk drive, the Sony drive, and I believe this is a super drive. Yeah, I believe it's a super drive. Yeah, it's just in there like that. Yeah. But yeah, that's the disk drive and the drive caddy. Okay, so let me put my magnifying goggles back on. All right. Okay. So this is a 68030 That's what I thought, running at 25 megahertz. The capacitors, they leaked a little bit. This will definitely have to be recapped, the board cleaned. It's not too bad though. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. The battery's still in here. I thought I removed this battery. Yeah, the battery is still in here. Shit. I could have sworn I removed that battery. Okay. Well, I'm removing it now. Okay, I'm removing it now. Okay. It's just a clip that clips in. It's got these little clips, so you be careful not to break that. And then let me put this back. I like to put my tools back. And then this is the battery. Right here. As you can see, it didn't leak or explode. So yeah, that's the battery, lithium battery. I don't know if you can read any of that information on there or not. Okay, but it did not leak. Doesn't appear to be any leakage, so that's good. This battery gets thrown in the garbage. Gets thrown in the garbage, people. I'll let the new owner replace the battery. Yeah. Okay, so the clip's back in. That's good. Yeah, it appears to be in pretty good shape. One thing I do like about the Mac IIci is instead of the cheap plastic clips like what's in the Mac II FX, this has the higher quality metal clips, which is really nice. That's very nice. Yeah. The sound part of the board, the caps did leak, but it's not too bad. This should clean up really well. It's not that bad. Now, capacitor leakage is actually an acid. Okay, so you will use, in order to neutralize this leakage, you want to use baking soda for just a few minutes. Put a little bit of baking soda on there. Then, and then you wash the board really good. And that should be fine. It should neutralize that acid. Now, when a battery leaks, that's not acid. It's alkaline. So, to neutralize battery alkaline leakage, you would use distilled white vinegar. You would actually use an acid because an alkaline is a base. So you use the exact opposite in order to neutralize the leakage. Okay? But this board appears to be in really nice shape. Let me see the size of the SIMs. They appear to be just normal 30-pin SIMs. Let me see what... Okay. What size they are? I don't know. How does that... Does it go... Yeah, it goes that way. Okay. Okay, so... How in the hell does it come out of there? Okay. Well, it doesn't want to come out. I don't want to force it. So, let me use my magnifying goggles to see what the size of those chips are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, 8, just like the Amiga. So these appear to be 1 megabyte each, so that would be 4 megabytes. But the memory can be upgraded on this quite a bit, and it appears to be normal 30-pin SIMs. So, which is really nice. 30-pin SIMs is nice. That's very nice. But yeah, to the new owner, I would highly recommend that you recap this board as soon as possible. The electrolytics appear to be fine. They appear to be fine. So I would concentrate on replacing all these surface mount caps. There's not that many of them. Yes, not that many. Let me count them. We got 1, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 caps. That's it. So, yeah. It's not going to take that long to recap this board. Yeah, it's not bad. Apparently, okay, you got a light pipe here too. Got a light pipe there too. That's probably the power on LED that's in there. Or actually, it's right here. The power on LED is right there. And your speaker is right here. Pretty sure this has onboard memory. I mean, onboard video. Let's take a look at that. We'll take a look at that. I'm pretty sure it's I don't want to fuck up those switches on the front. This is actually a sag mat. It's a real soft mat, so yeah. So yeah, it does have onboard video right there. This is your external 25-pin SCSI port. This is one of the only Macs, I mean, Mac 2s like this. I think this was the last Mac 2 that had an external disk drive connector right there. And I'm pretty sure you can turn this one on by using the keyboard. That's why that's screwed into the on position. And then, okay, this is for your printer, that's for your modem, this is for your speakers. It has 2 connectors for your mouse and keyboard. That's actually very nice. You can have your keyboard plugged into one and your mouse plugged into the other. So that's actually very nice. It's very nice. Now the feet, they appear to be in really nice condition. A magic eraser will make those white again. In fact, it'll make this whole case brand like brand new. Yeah, this case is not yellowed at all. I mean, just look at this case. It's just slightly yellowed there, but not bad. But you could take the feet off and put them here, and then you could stand this Mac up like that, like a tower computer. Yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, you put it back like that. So, okay. One of these is for the optional cache memory for the processor. You can install a cache board. And the other one, I believe it's this one, is where you can plug in either a 512 megabyte or a 512K or a 1 megabyte SIM module into here. I think it's a 72 pin. I'm not sure how high you can go on the memory on that, but I'm pretty sure that's for your video memory right there. That's for your video memory. But yeah, okay, when you recap these, I recommend that you go back with the same type of capacitor. Do not use tantalum capacitors. I repeat, do not replace these capacitors with tantalum capacitors. Just don't do it. Go back with the same type of capacitor. Same type. If you want to, you can replace these two, but a word of warning, these axial lead capacitors are now getting very hard to find. So good luck finding them. Personally, I would leave them alone as long as they're not leaking, they're not bulging, and the computer works. I would not replace these. Just replace the, the first thing I would do, I would carefully remove all the caps, the surface mount caps, and then I would neutralize the capacitor acid leakage with baking soda to neutralize that. And then if you have an ultrasonic cleaner, I'd put this in an ultrasonic cleaner. If you don't, I'd wash it underneath the sink with warm water, and like a detergent like Dawn dishwashing liquid would be good. And then rinse it really well with warm water. And then blow this out with an air compressor and let it dry for at least a week. Let this dry, especially these connectors right here. Let all this dry for at least a week. Okay. If you're going to do it, if you're going to wash this board, then you're going to have to replace these electrolytic capacitors here, because water will get into those caps and damage those caps. So if you wash this motherboard, you will have to replace these caps too after you're done. But other than that, it should be really clean. And then go ahead and solder on the new the new surface mount caps, and this computer will be good to go. And I posted a video on my YouTube channel about how to safely recap an Amiga 1200 motherboard. If you have not watched that video, I highly recommend that you do, because in that video I show you the proper way to recap a motherboard like this, recap these surface mount capacitors. And no one else on YouTube does it the way I do it. And trust me, once you watch that video, you'll actually see how easy it is to replace these. It's not hard to do. You should have this whole job done in less than I say within 2 hours start to finish. Within 2 hours, the whole thing will be done. Yeah. And then you'd have a really nice Mac. This is one of the most desirable of all the Macintosh computers from the Snow White era. The Macintosh IIci. This is a really nice computer. So yeah, I'm trying to think how the drive comes out. Not sure how this drive comes. I think it just slides forward. Slide forward. Not sure how the drive comes out. Yep. Actually. Well. Yeah, I don't know how the drive comes out. Oh, I know how it comes out. You gotta lift the tab, and it should come right the fuck out. Yeah. Yep, it should come right out. It should come right out, man. Oh, shit. Okay. So basically, in order to get the drive out, you lift this tab here, and then the drive just slides out like that. Come on out of there, bitch. Yeah, because it has these things here screwed in, and they slide into a slot in the plastic. But that's all it is. And if you want to give the drive a thorough cleaning, you'll have to remove these from both sides, and then this top will come out, and then you just use an air compressor, blow out the dust really good. I would not recommend using cotton swab and alcohol to clean the heads. Don't do that. Just, you know, blow out the dust. You shouldn't have to re-lubricate the drive. It should be fine. If it's sticking and the drive's sticking, it's not turning properly, the mechanism's not working smoothly, then yeah, you'll have to take it apart even further. Clean off the old lubricant, put on new lubricant, and I'm planning on doing a video showing you guys the proper way to do that. But in general, you shouldn't have to do that. Okay? And then after you reassemble the drive, you blow out the dust, reassemble the drive, right? Reassemble the computer, use a head cleaning disc to clean the heads. Head cleaning disc does a much better job than you with cotton swabs and alcohol. Okay? So, yeah. And then here is the bottom part of that. More close up so you can see it, what it looks like. Yeah, it's not, nothing's broken, nothing's cracked, because usually this is broken. Usually this tab is broken. Usually this tab is broken that pops into the power supply, holds it in place. Usually the bolt is missing, you know. So yeah, this computer's in really nice shape. It's in very nice shape. Very nice shape. Yeah. I'm glad I got that battery out. Shoot. It doesn't look like it leaked at all. I don't see any leakage at all. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for this video. I was working on this computer tonight for a customer, a person that wants to buy it from me. So I thought I'd do a video before he takes it, and he could also watch the video to see how nice condition this computer is in. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for this video. Stay tuned for more exciting content here on the Hans Campbell Show. I've got a lot of content coming up this fall and winter. Starting this month, I will be doing a video every Tuesday and every Friday. So stay tuned for that. Most of the videos, because it's getting too cold to work out here in the shop, because it's out in my garage and it's not heated. So most of the videos that I'm going to be doing for the fall and winter months are going to be software related videos, but don't worry, they're going to be really good videos, and I think you'll enjoy them. I think you'll really enjoy them. Anyway, that's it. My name is Hans George Campbell, and until next time.